This is Facility Rockstars, the podcast that celebrates the unsung heroes of our daily lives, facility professionals. I'm your host, Jay Culbert. Join me as we honor these great leaders, sharing stories, insights, and expertise that empower us all to learn and grow together. Facility Rockstars is sponsored by Culbert, operating the way you operate in order to make your life easier. Welcome back to Facility Rockstars. I'm your host, Jay Culbert. Today, I wanted to share a short holiday episode with everyone as a way to reflect back on the year, acknowledge and thank all those who have supported us and contributed, and share some exciting updates and news about the future. First off, thank you to everyone who tunes in every single week. It's a real testament to our community and the information and knowledge that all of our guests share on a weekly basis. I am so grateful for that. So thank you for tuning in. I wanted to also thank our longtime members, as well as our new members, of course. It's a community that's growing and thriving, and it's only because of you. Some of you know this, but some of our original members go back to early 2020. Over Zoom calls before we even had a formal podcast or even did any events. We just started this as an idea and you were there and you're still there. Thank you very much. I really like how the messages, feedback, and engagement have shaped the show. Like every week, something new comes up, and whether it's a new department within facilities that's now contributing or a new spin on something we previously discussed, it's always new and it's growing. So it's amazing. And to speak to our mission, just to ground everything again, this is all about honoring the unsung heroes of our everyday lives. That's facility professionals. It's you. And just consistently bringing like-minded people together in a community that's always willing and actively sharing and helping each other. So when I look back specifically on the year's, say, events and milestones, I have some thank yous and acknowledgments here that I really wanted to share with everyone. So let's jump back to March. We had an educational forum hosted by Dan O'Connell and his team at Alnylam Pharmaceuticals in their beautiful Kendall Square facility. It was a lot of fun, and Dan and team were really good with education about their systems and their facility, and it was a good time. Fast forward to July, we had the Swim with a Mission Navy SEAL Veteran Fundraising Organization events. We had paintball. And I always like to say there were about 40 Special Force Navy SEALs there, and then, 400 regular people, and we all go out and shoot paintballs for the day. It was wonderful. And then the following night, we had the Gold Star dinner, which many of you attended. Thank you again. And that honored our fallen heroes. I want to thank everyone who came out to support us at our booth at the ISPE event in Gillette Stadium in October. It was great to see everybody there. It's great support. And then, of course, our annual fall event, which was hosted again by Tim Scarpa and his team at Avalon in their gorgeous Sky Lounge at North Station. So really, really special events there. I also did want to note, thank you very much for our Navy SEAL guest speakers at the events. And I say events because Sal DeFranco has been a 3-time speaker now. Thank you, Sal. And Wayne, you were a first-time speaker this past November, so thank you so much. It's really, really nice to have the board members and other members of both IFMA and AFE Boston chapters and actually Worcester chapters at our events, on our show, contributing. We're all working towards the same type of thing. We're bringing facilities and engineering to the forefront and strengthening the industry. Real special thanks to Massachusetts Maritime Academy, because as some of you may know, we are building a special episode series. So teaser there for early 2026, January or February, that those episodes will drop. So we're looking forward to it. I was warmly welcomed at their campus, toured everything, including their beautiful ship, the Patriot State. And they're a wonderful organization. We interviewed their cadets. We're interviewing faculty and graduates. Hey, rock stars. If you're tuning into the podcast and are feeling overwhelmed by all the maintenance demands at your facility, don't stress, we've got you covered. Our sponsor, Culbert, is your go-to partner to help you tackle all those demands and get them done right, on time, and with top-notch quality. From project planning to execution, Culbert is there to make hard work easy. Visit culbert.com today to get started. Thank you to everyone who contributed their time to help build our meaningful community. My favorite stories are those where members call me and say, hey, I connected with so-and-so on the previous episode, and I didn't know about this, about their business or him or her. And it's real. That's what it's all about. It's the connective tissue of the community. And a huge thank you to my mentor, my friend, my colleague, Jim Culbert, for his passionate and consistent, continuous support of Facility Rockstars. He is by far my closest thought partner in this process. Like, he and I get together regularly. He was the inspiration for this whole thing to start back in 2019. Jim, thank you so much. Your support and your inspiration are just vital to our community and greatly appreciated. So looking back on the year, my clearest reflection after a couple of weeks of really thinking about this and before this episode is everyone, every single member, regardless of industry, role, or seniority, contributes and collaborates and eagerly looks to connect with others and help. And that's the true power and meaning of what we've all built together as a community. It's just awesome. It's powerful. It can't be stopped, right? We just keep growing because everyone wants to help each other. All right, so looking ahead to 2026, you're going to see more episodes with more amazing people, amazing Facility Rockstars, just like yourselves, where sharing of best practices is always a key component of our episodes, right? It's educational aspects and, of course, connection. So we'll have, like I mentioned, the special collaboration series with Mass Maritime Academy, and we're really going to focus on a few more educational aspects as we move forward too. Like, what knowledge can we bring to the group and have the group share? And now in terms of events, you will have many more because you have asked for them. And so many of you have given so many great ideas. Thank you for the kind words about what we've already done as a whole group. And the new ideas are fantastic. So you'll see those getting incorporated as we move forward. It'll be education, it'll be entertainment. It's always about connection. So it's going to be very exciting. Now, I really want to encourage, if anyone has ideas, reach out. If you have suggestions, if you have stories you want to share on the podcast that you think might be beneficial for the community, I'll specifically call out and thank Joe Gilliland of Sanofi. He had a vendor who was providing a solution for pain, and the episode already dropped. So if you're interested, check it out. But that kind of thinking, he calls me up and says, hey, what do you think of this idea? It was a great one. And if it can help the whole, then we're going to do it. So in closing, I would like to say a very warm, healthy, happy holiday season to everyone. Happy New Year. Rest, celebrate, and appreciate all the people who support you. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who's been part of the Facility Rockstars journey so far, and I cannot wait to see where this brings us in the future. It's a wrap. Another episode of Facility Rockstars is in the books. Facility Rockstars is sponsored by Culbert, operating the way you operate in order to make your life easier. Until next time, facilitate and rock on.